Hey, I know you got that little situation going on right now, but you got any copies of Atomic Heart? Good looks, good looks. Now, where to start? Where to start? There's a couple things. So, I first started the game, I'm playing through it. I'm like, yo, the art style is crazy. I like the visuals. This is S tier. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. And then I start playing it. And I'm like, oh no, this is ass. This game is some ass. I did not like it. I was hating it. But then, fortunately for me, someone on Twitter told me, Polygon wrote an article. They said, put it on the lowest difficulty. The game becomes 10 times better. So I'm like, okay. I'll try it. Normally, I'm like, I ain't pussy. Give me the hardest difficulty. So I was playing on the hardest difficulty, but I lowered it down. And just like The Last of Us becomes a 10 times better game on Grounded, this game becomes 10 times better on the easiest difficulty possible. In the Polygon article, they were like, yeah, the game still gave me a challenge. No, it doesn't. The game is easy on easy, but it's a lot better still. Because on them harder difficulties, it's just not it. The enemies are bullet sponges. You got these guns, these powers. You feel like you're not doing anything. The robots look so frail, so weak, but they're taking hella shots. And it's like, it creates a disconnect. It takes you out the immersion. Cause you're like, yo, why is this? There's no reason for this guy to take this many shots right now. But I will say this did answer one of my questions. Cause I always look around, you know, I'm on Twitter a lot. Follow me, it's New Yorkio. I always look around and I see, damn, this guy's posted a picture. You got 3 kids, wife. You talking about just putting a 12-hour shift. How does he keep beating all these games quicker than me? Like, I see it all the time, multiple people. But after playing this game on easy, I realized, oh, okay, you just run through games when you play them on easy. But that is how I recommend playing this, because otherwise, you're gonna be here for a long time and it's not gonna be enjoyable. Now, from the trailers look good, but the game doesn't play like that at all. Now, from the trailers, you would think this is a Doom, fast pace, you know, they throw in a bunch of enemies at you, you're changing out weapons kind of situation, but it isn't. They'll be playing the most dramatic music you ever seen. They got the rock guitar going crazy. You bend the corner and there's 2 goons there. It's like, alright, man. It's like, it just takes you out of the experience. Like, come on, man. There's times where they throw like a lot of enemies at you, but it's few and far between. Normally, you're taking out 1 or 2 guys. It's kind of slow paced. And I'm like, alright, it is what it is. So it's not a Doom fast pace, you know, you know, you're not really on that. And when I was playing through the game at first, I was like, I'm not gonna remember this and I'm never gonna replay this. After completion, I will say I might remember this, but I will still never replay this ever again. It does have that gamepass stench, you know, it is game on. I didn't know at the time. I only found out this month that it was on Game Pass. But, you know, when a game's on Game Pass, it just, you know, it's got a certain stench to it, man. It's like, it's not, I'm gonna skip to it before I get to the pros and cons. This game is not worth full price in the slightest. Before I put it on the lowest difficulty, I was gonna tell you not to even download this game. But if you want to and it's on Game Pass and you know, you can give it a try. I can say give it a try. You might like it. But now I'm gonna talk about the negative. You know how I said the art style in the first intro was just, you know, S tier, you know, top of the line. After that intro, it goes away. You're never gonna be really taken away by the environments after that again. There's an open world area, hella dry. The open world area is dry. You'll just go from point A to point B to the next point to the next point. It's an open area kind of situation. And yeah, you don't see anything impressive after that intro when it comes to, you know, the robot twins are cool. you know, left and right. They look nice, of course. But other than that, you're not really going to be impressed by any environments. They don't, you know, it's nothing like that. Now, to the cons, like I was saying, too many locks. There's no reason. I don't know why. I don't understand it. I don't know why there's so many locks in this game. They constantly make jokes. Damn, another lock. Damn, I hate this locks. How many? It's like, if you, come on, where's the self-awareness? You saying you hate these locks, but you keep putting them in, and it's so unnecessary. Not every door has to be locked. Some doors, let me just walk through. There's these puzzles. There's different puzzles. The puzzles are mid. Some are annoying. I ain't gonna lie. I looked up some of the puzzles. I didn't have time for this. Another con is people did not like. I saw people not liking the glove and the main character talking back and forth, but I actually liked it. I actually liked the glove because the glove had a lot of interesting things to say. So why is this in the negative section? 2 reasons. The glove's cool, but the main character sucks. And also, whilst the glove is cool, he'll constantly get cut off. You might go through a door and now there's a new line of dialogue, and it's like, yo, I was interested in what he was saying just then. Like, there's no reason for this dialogue to cut off. You should have known I was gonna go through that door. Like, what else was I gonna do? Like, you should have, you know, taken time to be like, okay, this line of dialogue, 60 seconds, you're gonna go through the next door in 15 seconds and he's gonna get cut. You know, you should adjust for that, but they don't. So constantly you'll be like, oh, this is intriguing, this is interesting, and it'll get cut off. For, you know, whether it's you open a menu, you realize not to do that because then the dialogue will get cut off, or you do, like, there's so many things that disrupt the dialogue and they never repeat it. It's not like, okay, he says this, we'll get back to it after this, or no, it just completely gets cut short. So it's like, damn. And the main character is not even on some would you kind, because obviously it's wearing this Bioshock influence kind of heavy, but the character, they explain it in the end, and I do like the ending of this game. I actually do like the ending of this game. But at first, it's the same thing with God of War Ragnarok, where there's a twist in that game and the entire first few hours are annoying, and then it's like, I guess they kind of pay off with the twist, but it doesn't stop it from being annoying for the first few hours, because it's not even some Bioshock would you kindly situation. The main character is just straight dick riding, just off the strength. Like, there's no, you know, he's not being controlled by, you know, whatever. He just straight on this guy meat. And it's like, yo, the boss this, the boss that, he would never do this, he would never do this. And it's like, alright, man, hold it down, hold it down. So it was, the main character's just a little, you know, and they explain some things later on. I'm trying not to spoil anything. And it's like, okay, I can see, you know, a thing or two, but it doesn't stop it from getting tired. And it's like, yo, get off that man meat. Yeah, the combat, when you lower it, can feel satisfying. You know, your guns actually do something, your powers actually do something. I don't like how you change weapons. There's no weapon wheel, which you cycle through your weapons by just pressing left or right on the D-pad. So you have to cycle. Let's say you got a shotgun, you can't rearrange it, which is crazy. As far as I know, you can't rearrange it. So you might have a shotgun, pistol, melee weapon, rocket launcher, AR, and it's in that order. So it's like, if I want to go from one to the other, I have to cycle through everything, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Give me a weapon wheel. I don't know what they were cooking. I don't know why they were trying to be different. But the game is flawed. The game's heavily flawed. But as for positives, visuals are nice. I like the ending. The story is interesting. The characters suck, but the story is interesting. There's so much corny dialogue. There's this horny ass robot that talks way too much. It's like, let me just play the game, man. And yeah, the characters suck, but the story itself that's there is good, I'd say. Kept me interested, kept me wanting to see where it was going. For a lot of the time, I thought I knew where it was going. Turns out I didn't. And so I like that. It's definitely got that Bioshock vibe to it, although I don't feel like it plays like Bioshock. The game plays more like a Fallout 4, but not in a good way. And to be honest, that's all I really have to say. The game's got a bunch of cons, and to be honest, that's all I got to say, really. The game has a bunch of cons, but at the end of the day, there's something enjoyable here. But would I recommend it? Not really. I mean, shit, if you got something better to do, then I say go ahead and do that. But if it looks interesting and you want it on Game Pass, but if I had to rate it, it's like a 6. 5.5 maybe. The game's not that good. Man. It's really not. It's kind of frustrating at times too with the puzzles and the doors and that. Yeah, man. I can't strongly recommend this, man. The fact I can't even really recommend it too tough, even if you get to play it for the free, should say something. To be fair, there were times I was having fun, but there was also times where I was like, just keep going, man. Just get through it. But the story is interesting, and the gameplay is not completely ass, as long as you play it on the lowest difficulty possible. So, with that being said, a Hogwarts review next. It might not be the next video, but that will be the next review. And I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out.